sure that speaking about Joker, people are
Oh fuck.
this is going.
Oh
I had to bring it up. I really hate bringing up Zack Snyder shit. It's gonna be inevitable till March is over.
yeah,
Um, but what did you see the Jared Leto Joker? I guess uh
yeah,
what Jesus Christ with the like
yeah.
what the fuck is like how many times is Zack Snyder gonna throw in uh Jesus Christ like symbolism into his fucking movies to the point now that okay, first you had like Jesus Christ symbolism with Man of Steel.
Yeah.
Yes, you several shots of that, and now you're doing with the Joker. So who's Jesus Christ in this universe? Is the Joker the Antichrist? Is that what you're trying to say now? You know, I feel like Jared Leto's Joker is going to have a 10-minute scene in this cut, and that's it.
100%. That's what's gonna happen.
It's already bad enough he had to put the stupid Joker meme in there. Anyway, I just saw that today, and I was just like, oh my god,
He,
oh my.
and yeah, Zack Snyder has something with religious tones in in the superhero movies. He is obsessed with it. He can't let it
Well,
go.
well, he thinks it makes it so like avant-garde to throw that in there, but it's not because I think he throws it in there because anyone can get that. Like it's such an easy thing to see in the movie, be like, oh yeah, 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 oh yeah, and it's just like it's so fucking like it's almost like childish at this point to just throw in that symbolism willy nilly and not really back it up. Like he just throws it in there.
Well, I think, and and I mean, listen, I understand that when you have superheroes that have the abilities that they do, and wanting to try to come from an area of, well, what how would we really be as a society, as a people, if these heroes really existed.
Yes, but I mean the DC is more of God
Yeah,
mythology, and yeah, I totally understand. Like, and if that's what he's trying to approach, but I just think he's just beating it over the fucking head.
I would have
You know,
preferred he would have just saved um, that kind of take or that kind of angle. I would have preferred he just kind of used it more. If he was going to ever do another, if and he's not going to now, but in the past, if he wanted to do it maybe a little bit more in Man of Steel 1, or if there was a sequel, maybe Man of Steel 1 doesn't go the way that it went, and he wanted to. Hey, maybe he could have spent more time making a movie that wasn't so focused on Zod, as maybe a movie more focused on Superman and the people learning of somebody like him.
yeah,
And then, of course, him. Of course, you have to have him fighting something along the way. Um,
big CGI monster.
right. Something that you can, just like, maybe, whatever. I'm not being. I don't get paid to fucking think about how to do it, but maybe gone another route of telling that story and maybe save Zod for the second one. I don't know, but
He could have done the Death of Superman storyline in its own movie. I think that's another thing he fucked up at.
yeah, exactly.
That's such a huge storyline to just shoehorn it into Batman vs Superman, and then to continue into like Justice League, which in his cut, Superman has the black suit, and everyone's he's got the black suit. I'm like, yeah, but we're totally like missing a whole fucking storyline. Like Doomsday's arrival in the comics is like the most epic shit. Like
Yeah,
everybody goes against Doomsday and gets fucked
it's
up.
a Doomsday is a pretty big fucking deal in DC. Okay, he's the biggest fucking rival, I believe, to Superman.
Yeah, and
Most
it's the
powerful
first.
villain that he's fucking faced.
It may not be the first comic book death, but it's definitely the most major comic book death to ever happen in
Oh,
comics for the first
100%.
time.
I'll never forget when
That
that
it
happened. I was a kid.
that yeah, that 100% that Superman's death changed the way comic book deaths have been handled because now every fucking superhero dies and comes back to the point where I'm just like, okay, well, who cares? They're gonna come back.
Yeah, at least for Superman's, is that you know the effect was real. Like it was, his death was felt.
Yeah, it was a big event.
Yeah, and you're right. These days, everyone's like, ah, we'll see him again. Ah, he'll come back to in another issue or whatever.
Yeah, like Wolverine died in the comics recently, and they just ended up bringing back Wolverine from another
But
dimension,
there you
the
go.
old mill,
It,
the old.
listen, at the end of the day, let's be real. Comic books is all about just well, we have the ability to just fucking do anything we want and bring anybody back and fix anything we really want to fucking fix.
I feel like we should save the discussion for the next
Yeah.
podcast. I think this is definitely a good discussion to talk about. It's something that's irked me with comic books in
Last
general,
thing
and
though
I
about Jared Leto, the whole Joker thing.
oh yeah, sure.
It,
I mean, he thinks he's Jesus Christ. I think now we have to be really we have to pay attention. People need to pay attention to Jared Leto because I think he might really think he's Jesus Christ.
that's exactly what I was gonna say. I think I think Jared Leto has a little bit of a Jesus Christ obsession.
A little.
There's just every time I see him, whether it's something with 30 Seconds to Mars or his look with the beard and the hair, or this, it just seems like he wants to be Jesus Christ.
That man owns a crucifix. I'm telling you right now, that man owns. He's probably made it. He's probably had someone made it, like, and he probably sleeps on that shit. I'm gonna tell you, yes, I'm telling you right now, 100%. That man owns a real crucifix. He has nailed himself to a crucifix. If he hasn't, he's gonna do it.
If correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. He has a song, I think, in the most recent 30 Seconds to Mars album titled "Walk on Water."
Oh my god, are you
Yeah, I'm
serious?
pretty sure he does. I'm almost positive.
We gotta
I
look.
think it was
Okay,
a single actually off of his last album.
oh my god.
So when I saw that image, and this is the funny thing, when I saw that image, I thought of Jared Leto as Jesus Christ, not the Joker as Jesus Christ. I said, "You're not fooling anybody, Jared Leto."
You know what? That's what I felt too. I was like, wait, what? Did he? Is this like from his Instagram? What's going?
Yeah, I said, "You're not fooling anybody." All right, that's Jared Leto as Jesus Christ, or trying to insinuate he's some kind of Jesus Christ figure, not the Joker.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. We gotta keep an eye on Jared Leto. I don't know. We might have to go take a visit to his house
Sure,
and see what's going
sure.
on. Or well, he probably lives on a cult island, so
Well, it might be up to us, Danny.
I think so. So before we get kicked out of this bathroom, I just gotta mention this movie I watched the other night that came out, I think last Friday. It's called I Care a Lot, and it's on the Netflix right now, and it stars Rosamund Pike. She is the blonde actress from Gone Girl. Did you ever see Gone Girl?
Yes, very good.
Fuck, great movie. The book's really good too, but I ended up watching the movie because because it came out and I was like, ah, fuck it. And it also stars Peter Dinklage.
Hmm,
They are both freaking amazing in this movie. I'm gonna tell you right now, folks. This movie is already my top 5 movie of 2021. That's how good it is,
interesting.
dude. I don't want to tell too much without spoiling it because there's a lot of twists and turns that come out of nowhere that you will not see
Right.
coming. It feels almost like a modern day gangster film, but it's based in the premise of pretty much the healthcare system and the government system in the states as a whole, and how flawed and how easily it could be manipulated and corrupted. The main character that Rosamunda plays, what she does is she goes and finds old people that are, they're getting old and they live alone in their homes, and she knows doctors, and she pretty much talks to doctors to find out who could be her kind of next victim, her next ward. And what she does, she becomes a legal guardian for these old people. There's a scene where she literally goes to court to the judge with the doctor to say that this person is not of health to be by themselves, and usually they either their family members aren't around or they don't have any family members, and she can legally go to this person's house and tell them, hey, the state has made me your legal guardian, so you just gotta pack up your bags and we're gonna go somewhere safe and somewhere nice, and pretty much puts them in a fucking home, dude.
Wow.
And then from there, she takes their real like their assets and real estate and just sells all their stuff, and then keeps the money, but slowly siphons money to her until they die. Because once they die, then the state has to give anything abiding to the will to whoever's left. And that's the premise of the movie. It is the most terrifying premise because they show you how easy it is for her to manipulate the system to do this. She's been doing it for years, and the whole thing of the movie is that she does it to one old lady who has connections to some very nice people, and that's all I'll say.
Interesting.
And it is, dude. I'm telling you, it is. It's amazing performances, amazing story, so many twists and turns. Everyone go watch it. It's on Netflix. Just came out, I think, last Friday. It almost feels, the way it's shot almost feels like a director I'm not familiar with, but it almost felt like. Do you remember the Rock movie with Marky Mark where they were like
Oh, the other guys?
not the other guys. They worked in a gym and they were trying to like rob. It was based on a true story. No pain, no gain. I think that was called No Pain, No Gain.
Oh,
Did you ever see that?
no,
What,
never saw it.
bro? I think it's a Michael Bay movie. Yeah, I guess this movie kind of looks like it's shot
It might
like a Michael
explain
Bay
it.
movie, but it's way smarter. But No Pain, No Gain is pretty fuck, dude. You need to watch that. Fucking, you would love that movie.
No pain, no gain, huh?
Because it's based on a true story about these gym owners that try to rob like this rich couple, and it goes horribly wrong because they're so fuck. There's a scene where they're explaining their whole plot with like fucking crayons on like a fucking washable board or something. It's everything about the movie. When you take a step back, you're like, holy fuck, these guys are so dumb. Like, what are they trying to do? And it's based on a true story. Like, it's
Hmm.
insane. It's such an insane story, dude. I think it's called No Pain, No Gain. I'm pretty sure. I saw it fucking zooted off to Hogwarts. I tell everyone right now, watch that movie.
I'm gonna have to check that shit out.
Dude, it is such an insane, fucking hilariously movie. I got two movies I gotta watch, but I would say watch the one on Netflix first. That was an amazing movie.
I put that on my list right now.
Everybody go fucking watch. Make sure I got the name right. I Care a Lot. Holy crap. Holy crap. It's a modern day gangster film. That's all I'll say. I look forward for us talking more about it when you see it because it's insane. It's an insane movie.
For sure.
And it's so rare that when Netflix, I know Netflix has a lot of direct movies, but this one actually felt like a movie you would see in theaters. A lot of movies that come out on Netflix kind of feel like straight to DVD quality to
I
me
agree.
sometimes. But this one like felt like, oh no, I wish I would have seen this in theaters.